Rabid, how is it now? Please do a daily update. As I understand from the Explorer, now most of Tari blocks come from SHA-3, so we need to see how it is affecting us. Sure, let's check it out. All right, so here we are into the Tari Block Explorer, just to kind of look at what the blocks and stuff are currently looking like. And here we can see the last 10 blocks because we're on the CPU side mining right now probably here, but it is 60% CPU, 40% GPU. Last 20 is 45 CPU, 55 GPU. Last 50 is 42 CPU, 58% is GPU, and the last 100 blocks is 43% CPU and 57% GPU. So a few things to take note in how this works. You got to keep in mind always hash rate fluctuation, difficulty changes, and so on. GPUs also have FPGAs and stuff on board through Octa.Space, and I do believe some of the other ones have it as well now. So obviously you have a spike in hash rate, and then a whole bunch of blocks are going to be found faster at a lower difficulty, and then once the difficulty adjusts, it's going to even out again on this side. And then as hash rate drops here, you're actually going to find less blocks on this side because now the hash rate is lower and the difficulty is higher. It all comes down to how fast it actually adjusts. I don't know how fast it is, but that's true to both sides here. Hash rate increases, difficulty adjusts, blocks slow down, hash rate decreases, and it's harder to find blocks till it adjusts back down and so on. So it's going to do that back and forth. So you always just really want to look at the last 100 blocks, and over time as difficulty adjusts every couple of days, we're going to see them kind of bounce back and forth based on that. But based on everything, we have some hash rate picking up quite a bit. When I did my last profitability here, I believe we're only at about 1 to 2 gigahash on the CPU side. I can't remember what we were at on the GPU side here, but we have a lot higher hash rate than we did then, and then we can see some is coming down and so on. But let's take a look at the current profits now versus what they were like 4 days ago. All right, so I guess it was only like 3 days ago or something what these numbers are based off. So previously, mining Tari 3 days ago, Tari price was, over 2.5 cents. XMR was at 351. We were making about $21.16 on the XMR side, $61.29 on the Tari side. That was a total of $82.45 for my 40 rigs here. After power, about $63.45 per rig divided by 40 here on average. That is $2.06 per and that 48-cent power cost at 12-cent power. That was about $1.53 profit per rig. So fast forwarding to now, then we're getting about 2,278 Tari coins. Right now, I've only got in the past 24 hours 972 Tari coins. And for XTM there and for XMR, we got 0.0586 XMR. So we can see our XMR. Where's my XMR that I actually got? I can't remember. 0.06 something. So our yields are down, obviously, on both sides. Tari yields are down a lot more here. XMR price is currently sitting right now at $396.94, and Tari price is slightly over 3 cents. So that works out to be $23.26 in XMR mining. We are making more on XMR because of that price going up here. When it comes to Tari, we obviously lost a decent amount. We're at $32. Down from $61. So we are not seeing as much as we were on Tari because the yields are dropping quite a bit here. That works out to be a total of $55.73 versus we were getting $82.45. $1.39 before power cost per rig. After power cost, that is 91 cents. So per rig, we went from $1.53 after power down to under $1 at 91 cents. That is what the current mining profitability, merge mining, Monero plus Tari is currently looking like. How's your guys' looking right now? And what are your plans for the future of Monero versus Tari? So what do you guys think about Monero, and will it hold or go higher? There's a good chance it could see 450, 470, but remember, you might not be able to sell it at those levels. I personally did sell it at about this level right here, $406, right before it started dipping, which was, I think, a pretty good call here. But, it is coming back up. So will it go higher? There's a good chance it will. But if you wait too long, keep in mind, you're going to be holding your bag again for another 4 years, because it's going to do this down to back to $50 or something. Where to go down here, 119. So we could be back down to $100 to $150 Monero in the next couple months fairly easily. All right, guys, so that does wrap up this video. We are seeing profits drop, mostly on the Tari side, because, that network hash rate is picking up. Our yields are dropping quite a bit. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm not 100% sure when they may be forking, if they're still working on, or what's going on in that. But we're going to see another 50% reduction in our rewards when they split up all the chains. GPUs are going to have their own chain. The FPGAs and ASICs are going to be fighting it out on whatever chain if ASICs ever do come. And then the CPU side is going to have a solo Tari only side, and then a merge Monero Tari side as well. So everything is going to be cut back 50% of what they currently are, because you're only going to be able to mine, if it's a CPU, one of the two chains, and if you're on a GPU, only one of the two chains, and so on, to in order to stay competitive here. So that is coming. That's going to be dropping them profits quite a bit. So I guess get whatever you can right now, because those yields will be going down quite a bit. I'll see you on the next one. Rabid out.